And joining me now on this India Today special broadcast from Jerusalem is Ambassador Reuven Azar, Israel's ambassador to India, currently in Israel in connection with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent visit to Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. Ambassador Azar, welcome. What's the latest that you can tell me about the situation in Israel?
Thank you for this interview. In Israel, we are still, being targeted by retaliation of the Iranian forces. There have been sirens roaring all across Israel, especially in the Tel Aviv area, but also here in Jerusalem recently. Israel is continuing with its operation together with the United States because we are determined to completely neutralize the Iranian's regime military nuclear program and the ballistic missile program, so they cannot ever pose a threat on Israel again.
So, Ambassador, what was the immediate threat to launch this strike, the Roaring Lion and Epic Fury, at a time when Oman was saying that Iran had agreed to an end game. Iran had agreed to IAEA looking at the nuclear, uranium enriched material, and they didn't want. They were willing to fulfill all the conditions. What was the requirement for an offensive, sir?
Well, the United States has gotten to the conclusion that Iran again is trying to play for time and to drag the negotiations. It was refusing to accept the demands of the United States, and therefore the United States decided to stop the negotiations and opt for military action. As to the timing of the action, I think we had to wait into it until we get an operational opportunity. The strike was approved by the Israeli cabinet only 2 days after the good and amazing visit of Prime Minister Modi ended. Of course, we were in alert all these few weeks, as you know, but we couldn't have known until Saturday morning that indeed this operation was going to happen when it happened.
So now that information is that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has been killed. We are told 40 top leaders have been killed. Who, in your appreciation, is running Iran, and what is the end game of US and Israeli action?
Well, what we've heard this morning is that his son, Mujtaba, was appointed to lead Iran at this point. But what we would like to do, in addition to neutralizing the existential military threats emanating from Iran, is that Iran changes its policy. And in order for it to change the policy, there are two options. Either this leadership changes course, or the Iranian people embrace this moment and decide to topple this regime. We are not going to do it for them. It's up to the Iranian people to decide, but we certainly hope, as Prime Minister Netanyahu has declared, and also President Trump declared, that the Iranian people, with the backwind they are getting from us, they will embrace this moment and change the future of their country for the better and get rid of this oppressive, radical, theocratic, and fanatical regime.
So, am I understanding this correctly? You're saying that a regime change operation is technically not the aim. Getting Iran to abandon its nuclear program is, and if the current leadership or the current regime is also following what America and Israel and other countries want, you're okay with it. Is that what we have to understand?
Well, it's not just the military nuclear program. As I told you, there is also the ballistic missile program, which is immense and that actually was producing hundreds of ballistic missiles per month and was in itself an existential threat for the state of Israel. There's also the support of Iran to their proxies, all these terrorist organizations that were getting huge support from Iran, not just financial, but also in terms of technology, in terms of the means to produce ballistic missiles. So that's very important to neutralize. In addition to that, we are hoping, we are giving the Iranian people the chance to embrace this moment. We are not sure it's going to happen, but we certainly hope it does.
Sir, tell me this. Did you anticipate, were you apprehensive that this war will expand in the manner in which it did, that Dubai and Abu Dhabi would be targeted? The Al Udeid airbase in Bahrain was targeted, in Qatar was targeted even earlier, but Bahrain being targeted, Kuwait being targeted, Erbil in Iraq being targeted. Was all of this anticipated?
Well, it's completely up to the Iranian regime. We didn't choose to attack these places. These places were attacked by the Iranian regime. They will have to suffer the consequences of that. I think it's completely outrageous the way in which they have been behaving in the past and also now. It shows how irresponsible this regime is and how urgent it is to actually remove it from the map of West Asia.
How long do you think these operations will continue? What's happening right now? I believe the Israeli forces and the American forces are bombing Tehran, Isfahan, Qum, and other parts of Iran even now. What are you targeting, sir?
Well, as Prime Minister Netanyahu has declared yesterday, we are targeting more than 2,500 military targets, and this operation will continue. It will take time. It doesn't get done in a day or two. It has a potential to continue for weeks.
Is Iran have the wherewithal to strike back for weeks? Are you trying to ensure, as President Trump said, that Iran does not have any navy left, any missiles left, any missile making capabilities left? Or are you going to make it so weak that there will be a revolution from within and this regime is removed? Is that what your end game is, sir?
First of all, we have to see when you compare this operation to the operation Roaring Lion, to the operation Rising Lion back in April. This operation is with a much wider scope. While the previous one only targeted these two programs that I've told you about, the current operation deals with the entire capability of the Iranian regime when it comes to military, when it comes to Basij and Navy, as you said, and other Air Force bases, etc. So it will be more comprehensive, and it bears the potential to encourage the Iranian people to take action against the regime. And this is certainly what we are hoping for.
Does Iran continue to dominate the Strait of Hormuz? And is that a major threat? And Houthi rebels in Yemen targeting sea lanes of communication. Does that remain one of the biggest challenges for the United States and Israel in your appreciation?
It is a challenge. However, I think that as time goes by, the capability of the Iranians to create damage will be degraded substantially. So we have to be patient. We have to wait until the military forces of the United States and Israel do their job. And when they're done, you're probably going to see much less of a threat on the Straits of Hormuz.
Ambassador Reuven Azar, Israel's ambassador to India, currently in Jerusalem, for joining me here on this India Today special broadcast. Many thanks.
Thank you.